Kitana. Kung Lao. Gearus. Shang Tsung's Island Ruins.
so I don't have to just type inside of the stream chat. All right, cool, yeah. Can y'all hear the music as well? I got Spotify playing in my headphones. I don't know if this coming through the stream or not. All right, cool. Yeah, thank you. It's great. Some last in about an hour, I have to go to intro into differential equations. So I figured, if I hop on the game and play MK for like 30 minutes, I'll stream. I won't get a lot of viewers, but just somebody want to watch it, why not? Um, yeah, it's I think this is better if I switch the variation to fearless. It's what is it called? Yeah, it's like 2 classes above calculus 2, so it's like math like 3. I think every school goes by it differently, but in my class or my school it's math 341, and the highest is like 600 or something. I'm about to be a junior after this semester. See, okay. This is why I think this would be nice in this variation. Because you get to do this. I think that would be good. I'm doing mechanical engineering. So I think you can do stuff like, you got that, that's -3. We can get it -2. It's really tough. Alright, let's just say this, and you get it to -3 or whatever. And then you got this, and then you got the grab, and then you got the low, and then the actual overhit itself. Thank you. CSIS, is that is criminal something with criminal law, I'm guessing. I like this song. So you were still major with me, yeah. Yeah, Calc 2 was, I think, is the hardest math there is. Or the hardest math, like, undergraduate at least. I'm actually doing MATLAB right now. You probably know what that is. Or maybe you do. I don't know if that's part of computer science, but I'm doing MATLAB right now. Let me switch. I think it's like that programming or coding, something like that. Alright, so what we're gonna do. We're gonna record it, see if I can react to it. No, let's do. Actually, no, pause. Because I wonder if you can actually duck it. duck. Ah, yeah. See, but the thing is, it's not really plus, so there's no need to stand block it anyway, because -3. So it's really just a reaction thing, so you can just wait for it and grab them. Yeah, we're learning it because they said it's vital that we learn some type of basic coding and whatnot. Because almost every job that's just like a STEM job or engineering job is really good if you know how to code something. Because in the future, they're saying that it won't just be hiring an engineer for the mechanical process and then a computer engineer or whatever. You want to find an engineer that can do both the mechanical and the computer side of it. So they're having us learn how to program now, at least the basics. And if we're gonna dive further into like the C plus and C plus plus or whatever, we can do that. But I'm learning MATLAB now. Yeah, don't work. Oh, it does. You gotta do it really late. Yeah, I can't do that. There we go, -2. What's up, Keith? Yeah, I figure it is. I mean, coding is so far, it isn't bad, but I don't really see that. I see the value in it, and it's not hard right now, at least. But to me, surprisingly, math is more interesting to me. Like my what's it called? My differential equations class. I like that class more than whatever, because at least it's more challenging for me. So I like challenges. So even though like figuring out is hard, I like challenges. Okay, but yeah, this is what I'm thinking you could do with Fearless. I think if you was to mix this up, right, you can do stuff because it's a meta behind it. But thanks, KP, and you too, bro. Cause you about to finish though. Shit, you did the challenge. I'm only like what 60% there. About to be a junior, like I said. But thank you. But here's the meta behind I think this mix up. You could do with the short hop. So the thing is, against a good player, or what's a good player? Against a player that's really good at reacting, they can react to you doing an empty hop into a low, right? And they can poke you out of it because you're essentially, I don't know the frames of short hop by itself, but doing this is punishable. Like if I was to go to this, let's just say I have 1, then I have 2. Like that, right? See, like I can react to the overhead and the low coming out, but now trying to react to it might be a little bit harder, especially with like a 13 frame normal. Like I can probably stuff him out before he hits me, but I don't know how to punish him for actually doing it. That makes sense. Yeah, see, like I can react to him doing a low, but it's not fast enough to punish him for doing it. That's like you gotta make that read. But if you want to stay safe, you would just use the low every time. It works, or use your fast as normal. So I think the mindset behind that meta, if they reacted to it, would be to do this, because it makes it a little bit harder to react to. So let's go back to this and go 1. Then we're gonna go 2. Then we're gonna go like that. So I can react to it now. Yeah, see? Because that overhead fan special, it fuzzies the low, so you have to now react a lot harder to the low. Like you have to like basically wait longer than you can. And if you mess up, because overhead is 2 hits, you get hit for blocking low. Always blocking. Yeah, So yeah. So once you mix that in, right? Then it's like, okay, let's say because we already proved that you can crouch, they can crouch block, and you can still block the I like this song too. Hold up. All right, yeah. So if use the because we already proved that you can do EX air fan and they'll block it on the ground, and it's -2 by the way. You know, you can start doing stuff. I'm still gears. Okay, yeah, I'm still gears. So you can do stuff where now it's like, all right, I'm gonna dash up and do instant air fan for, for making you do that. And because let me see if it's gonna work actually if I crouch block it. Okay, yeah. Let me try to record that. Stance, hold, and duck. See, that's -2. And so now it's like, all right, well, let's say I think this would be a harder meta or a harder layer to it because it's just a play on reactions. So it's like, okay, you want to block high. If I know you're gonna block high, I'll throw the EX fan. I'll be between -2 to -4. You can go for like a quick grab because it's a bit hard to react to, or a down 3, or a flawless block afterwards. And so when you really mix it up, I'm not about to punish every option. I can maybe block every option, but I can't punish nothing. Oh, that's actually not that good. That's not good though. Yo, what if you could react to people just doing a short hop like on reaction? See, -2. And so it's like when you really mix all of that stuff in, I think that's really good in this variation. I think the other two variations is not that good. And I don't really think there's any point in using the EX fan on block like that. As like a quick gimmick to throw them off. Because like I said, it's -2 and it is somewhat reactable. So if I switch characters, I'm gonna have him just stand block. Stand, hold, stand block. Right? So a very deep jump kick gets you about +11. Let's see, can I get any higher? You're about +11, right? So it's like, when you use the EX fan, it doesn't really do much for you. There's no point in spending it hard when you can just be +11 from this, right? So maybe it's like, be something to the like that. Cause maybe you go for the walk up, so they think it's like a little shimmy going on, or you can just like bait the overhead coming out. They stand block it for that, just like that. But even then, it's like what? So I don't really see this being a compression tool other than far away, because at this distance, it's +28. And so if you was to use, I think fearless might be a little bit better. Oh shit, I ain't in fearless. All right. Something like that. And that might actually jail. So let's try that. Actually, let's have him stand block. Just because. Try it again. Yeah. So maybe let's do. Let's see what happens if you try to jump it. Yeah, look how look at that. But it caught the leg. So maybe you can do like that. Yeah. But I think that depends on the character. Some characters probably can jump that, some probably can't. So maybe a little bit closer. So let's have this back to. Oh, let's do a different range. pause there real quick so I have to check this message. Okay. Like I said, you gotta find this stuff out with variations. So let's record again. Let's do this. Let's do it from that distance. So. I think that's a pretty setup. I think anyone on the screen, if they do that, like if you do an EX man and you block it, you might as well go for this. That's guaranteed. They can't get past that. Now, of course, he can do that, but he has to back up because if he doesn't, let's wait. So he has to, back up and do it. But I think any of the characters that's free. So let's do it again, and let's do. Something like that. Yeah, the low pan doesn't really make sense after you do the enhanced one. I would say go straight for that. Go straight for the down back two. So now let's test this. That's plus. Let me see how plus it is on block. Because again, we know that if we block this, that's plus 10, and it allows for the thing to be set out. So we can say at least on base right, that it has to be about plus 10 for that down back to set up to work. So that's minus 8. Damn, I'm about full screen. Plus 7, plus 12. So let's hope it's a little bit less, because I want to see them get like meterless setups into this. I don't think I can though. Oh, you can. But not really though. If they read it, then no, you can't get that. But, well, I guess you have to enhance it then. That's really bad. The thing is, if she had more setups into that down back too, then this variation would be a lot better. Like that, the biggest change in the variation is her down back too. The fact that it travels, and so she loses combo damage, but it's a projectile that can always get a combo. All right, bro. Thank you. I probably will. I most likely will. Good luck in class, bro. Stay focused. Alright,
Kitana. Jackie Briggs. Sub-Zero. Black Market Alley.
put on some other music real quick before we gotta out for class. Don't worry about what I said. Get that out your head. Don't worry, I make them. Alright, this is how I practice flawless blocks. I'm gonna try Sub-Zero because I think his slot is a little bit better against Katana because where is it at? Slot. Thing, so I'm gonna go Jackie. Sometimes more faster, but
Kitana. Jackie Briggs. Black Dragon Fight Club.
Alright, friends, what's up, bro? Yeah, this is how I practice flawless blocks. I really want to get down to Highborn because in Highborn, that's like the counter poking variation. People are going to counter poke this one a lot. So I need to practice it more. I don't have them done consistently. Maybe like 40% of the time, you know, I can do it. So that's how I practice. I think I learned this from Deoxys. He told me this. So, this. I'm trying to get 10 times in a row. That's 1. 2. That's 3. God damn, that's all over again. This is how you like really gotta grind for sure. Must have been 8 again, yo, come on. 9. 2. Over again. Dang, I do gotta reply soon, so I'm gonna switch up a little bit. You know what, I did hear people are saying that you can counter it now, or it's better to do that. I don't know how to do that shit though. That's weird. And it's like, look at the damage. Like, that's all I get really for it. If I get it right. Well, I guess it is a purpose, but the damage is so minimal. You're not going to not break and get hit by that. At max is getting like 20%. Then again, we're still 20%. Can you launch pokes with katanas up too? Yeah, you can. It just depends on the poke. Some pokes, yes. Some pokes, no. We'll try Jackie's, I guess. So let me just record her. Hope that works. A little bit more. Like that. There you go. It's a little bit delayed. Yeah. So she can launch pokes up too. It depends on the poke. So I'll suggest that you try to lab, I guess, your character, see if she can do it against your character, but not all characters though. And it is a range thing too as well, because the hurtbox one is mostly vertical still. So it'd be so hard for me to chill, hard for me to chill. This is why I hate trying to lab with Dragon in particular, because most of Katana's moves has a little bit pushback, and her grease can go that far. So sometimes it'll lift. Small thing, that's all she really gonna get though. If she was in fan here, it's better. And I think people should stop doing this as well. I think, I think the fastest up to in the game is Laos, because 8 frames.
Shang Tsung's Island Ruins.
Yeah, I think it's worth. I think it makes more sense to do the up. Well, here's the thing, right? Because in a highborn, if you do land it, you can get a setup from it, right? So I think it's useful that it gives a setup, but you could also just do up 3, get the restand and go for more pressure because of chip damage. But so look at this. So I know a lot of people, when the side comes, they flawless block it and they go into the up 2. Which one is it that flawless block? And we have to get up attack. Rising head, right? So people do is they'll block it and wait, I have to do reversal, not get up. There we go. Take this off. There we go. So people do it, they'll block it and then falls block your punish, or falls block you know you for throwing the side. You can't do that because that works. And in case you didn't know how plus side was, real quick, just turn that off and turn on frame depth. See, it's plus 22 even if you flawless block it. And her slow is normal, which is back 17. No, it's back 2, it's 17 frames, and that's still it hits. right? And so it's plus 17. You can do the math. You know, it's the wake up whatever is 8 frames. So she would have to be at least plus 10 just to beat the normal. So you got to stop doing that. I think people should stop doing that. Instead, go for up 3. Because if you go for up 3, I actually get punished for doing it. You see? I had the wrong one. That's block attack, right? Let me skip this song. Yeah. See, so if I do this and I go for that pressure, I get hit. So it makes more sense to throw the side. I mean, to do up 3, not up 2. Up 2 used to work against, what's it called? With gears because of how fast it works and the distance it travels. So it'll catch you off guard. But even then, you be careful. You know, like I said, it's plus 22, so if you do that not read it, I can just go on follow like something like that. Or I can wait for it to hit and then backdash. So just gotta be careful doing that. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so let's say it's gonna do a reversal spin, right? Let's turn this off. Excuse me. That's slow, but that can work. So look, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, right? So you can get that from it. Of course, they can roll. Like that's not guaranteed. They have to like use resources to wake up backdash to get out of it. If they try to do like a forward jump or whatever, they'll get hit. Let me see. Let's do get up. Yeah, shot forward roll, right? So, like, let's do so that you can protect yourself. Go on the side. See, it's a punish. So they can't like come towards you, and if they try to jump, which I'll show by taking that off and having them just jump forward. See, they get hit. So they can't just jump from this. Like they have to either block it, falls block it, or roll backwards, or wake up 3, you know, whatever. They can't come towards you. So what you could do is if you land that falls block, like I was saying, you would go for the setup. This combo, do whatever. And if they, they get hit, you can't get a combo from it unless you read them getting hit. But what it does is it stacks up your crush blow requirement that you need, which is, where's that? Here we go. You have to hit 3 sides, so you can stack that up from doing the setup. But if they was to block it, right? So let's say he's not blocking no more. He just does that, and we're still gonna, instead of having them spin. We'll have him spin the first time, but he'll flawless block as well. So let's change this to flawless get up. No. Let's go for a rising hat, right? Damn. Let me see if I can do. Okay, I got an idea. So I'm gonna put this on normal. So he just does that. And then when he does that, put this on flawless. This is gonna be hard to time. Let's try this again. There we go, it traded. So I'm trying to get the timing down for it, but just the fact that this is so that it traded means it's still a plus. So if you do the math, if it traded, that means it came out in 8 frames and it's a 17 frame startup. So it was +9 still. Yeah, it's about +9. And you're right. Quick. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I didn't think about that. So we'll just have, it says normal flawless, right? Yeah, so I'm going to fan out and switch it. There we go. It's like it's trading. You can see that it's trading, so it's still plus after landing there. There we go. So it's like you can like after they block that side, they're pretty much guaranteed to do something else. Like they have to use the bar to get out of something. They can't, and that jails. That's 14 frames. So what you can do if they block it, right? Then I missed the I let go of the time, but you can get another frame. Or you can go for that. Once if I can get back one after that. No, I can't. It's fast enough, but the range isn't there. Yeah. So it's like like yeah, there's no working at the back too, but that's specifically really just Kung Lao because his is already 8 frames and it's a mid and it goes that far. So it's probably character dependent, but you can always get a guaranteed forward 2 after that, regardless, right? So again, like I was saying, whereas like you can't just always do that because if you tried against Katana, like I said, if they lab situation with the character, it's over. You're gonna get. Or you can do this instead. I feel like I can get that to work though. Like after the back one. See, there we go. It's just I think you have to commit to it, and I think if you commit to it, what happens is they can jump out of it. Well, they can jump out of that, but I think after they block the side, I can test that by just setting it up. So let's wrong character. I would be the right character. Just have him record and let's have him just jump. That's what it is. Like that, right? So if I did it right, let's have him jump forward actually. How do I think Kombat against Bears? I think it's a possible 5-5, but Katana has to grind. She has to play very, like, very, very slow. Let's see if I forgot these combos. But yeah, she has to play it very slow. Because I feel like the fact that he has a 6-frame down 1, it makes fighting him hard because our fastest mid that's not a poke is 13 frames. And so I think he can frame check by just doing back 1, down 1, down 1. Or I think if he gets a perfect timing, right, he'll trade.
Island rules.
And then after that trade, he still has a 6-frame down 1. So I would say, I initially would say like a very slight 4-6. Very slight. So let me see. So his down 1 is 6 frames and it's minus 11. So she actually, no, she can't do back 1 at all because it's 13 frames. So she has to commit to a down poke, which has to back up and do a like backdash and do a button, I think, or a grab, immediate grab. So let me show you real quick. Like that, right? Back 1, get counter hit. So you gotta use your pokes. I'm still gonna beat up here. My time is off. That. Or backdash. You get a punish. You have to do one or the other. You can't or like I say, I think you can grab like that because grab big pokes. Like that right there is a big problem because it's like, if you know footsies, right, Frenzy, counter poking with buttons is not really what you want to do. Like, it's not really optimal. But I guess in a sense, it's like if the guest player knows the matchup, they know that she has to use a down poke to counter poke, so they're gonna try to block it to get their turn back. But she can do, if I know you're gonna respect me, I'll start doing back 1 or whatever. But, you know, that's in itself. Does she deal with sand trap zoning well? Yeah, she does. That's why she plays it slow. The whole matchup is this. This is the whole matchup. This is all I'm doing. Like literally the whole matchup. It's like you're gonna play a runaway the whole game and don't get hit. So it's really just that. Or you can sure hop. Sure when you prefer. So I'll just have him there we go. Just like that, right? Cool. Let's have him do this. No. Let me see. Just like that. So we'll keep doing it over and over again. Yeah. That's the whole matchup, see? Because she's airborne, so that's all you do. And if you stay around this range, you can do like that. Yeah, that's all you do. And then, a little bit closer, you can stuff like this. Let me see if I can. I don't think it's in this variation. She doesn't have the move in this variation. But she does. So you can do something like I can't get the timing down, but you know you can cancel the X fans to square button. Like that. I'm not really good at doing it, but you can do it. It's a combo. But yeah, it does combo. I'm just not really good at doing it. whole method though. You just do it and then get your combo. At least in fanfare, right? She has good meterless damage. Oh, turnovers. It ain't the most, but it's good meterless damage. But it's unbreakable as well. And you can use this. This isn't all variations. That combo right there, but it doesn't work on everything. So you can just no, I think you have to amp it. You have to. Oh, maybe not. Sure. Oh. No, I think it's both. I think you can do it on both. Cause I did it before when I amped it. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah, just regular fan. Alright, yeah, so the fact that she has that, you can you know, like that. Yes, I think maybe you can amp it and it works, it's just harder. But you get the idea though. That's like the whole magic is just hype on this, and the fact that they're not mids, unless you like jump down and enhance it, you really just can't get hit. You don't want to get hit. Once you get hit, you start to lose the magic. It's a life from the magic. You can play it in any variation. Like you can do Highborn. I think you're only playing Highborn or Panther. I think Highborn does a little better because the mix-up you have, like up close, like they just Highborn. But it's really fast matchup. Alright, what time is it? Cause I do gotta go to class soon. Or no, in like 10 minutes. Hold up. My YouTube just all stream stuff. I would just stream whenever I can or stop. But the thing is, I play on my ID though. I don't use my elite count on Xbox. So I dropped out of school.